And now I am joined by the winner of The Masked Singer. Give me a drum roll. Brrr, the Goldfish, Vanessa Hudgens.
Superstar actress, singer, Broadway sensation, Vanessa Hudgens!
Oh my gosh, congratulations, Vanessa. How much did, I guess you surprised yourself even through this process of doing the show?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it was definitely quite the ride. A ride that I did not think would affect me so deeply.
Yeah, and why do you think that it did? I mean, you did open up about a lot. You shared a lot of your personal story. You talked about your dad, all of those things.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I've been in the spotlight for many, many moons now. And there's just such a preconceived idea, I think, when you hear someone's name that you're familiar with.
Yeah.
And being able to take that away and be completely stripped of that and just show up as myself and feel completely free to do so because I was completely covered up really just gave me this sense of freedom that I haven't had in a minute. It was really empowering and just so fun for me to be able to play.
So it's funny that you say that because I've had talked to other people. My friend Wayne Brady won the show too, and he said the same thing.
This show is amazing because of The Mask. You lead talent first.
Yes.
So
Yes.
there's no one to say, Wayne Brady doing, shut up, and that's the funny guy.
He felt like it made him a better performer. Did you feel that same way?
Oh yeah, completely. Yeah. I mean, I'm a silly human being. And I would find myself doing things in the rehearsals that I would just crack myself up, and I would be like, is it cool if I finish the song on the ground? And they're like, I mean, if you want to, and I'm like, great, I will. I was just having the best time, and I feel like that really silly side of me got to come out. I mean, even outside of the performances, just being able to be anonymous is just a really freeing thing.
I hear you, girl, for sure. I will say, though, that your fans do know you, and it did seem like that fans kind of caught on, to who you were a little early. How hard was it to keep it a secret from, Cole, from your family? Did you have to?
I mean, I would be lying if I said my husband had no idea. But, I don't think I made it the hardest to guess that it was me. Of course, I wasn't going around telling people, but, my second song was Baby Come Back, and that was my first single when I was, I think, 16 or 17 years old.
Right.
And I was singing some of the same licks that I was singing back then. So I was like, if they don't get it, then they are not a true fan.
There you go. And so Rita and Jenny both guessed that it was you. But to be fair, your name has been tossed around on that show for a long time. I mean, people would say Vanessa Hudgens about about everybody. So how much convincing did it take for you to say yes?
Not a whole lot, I think that it came to me at the perfect time. We were on a strike and I was trying to figure out my next move. And this was a space that I actually could work in. And my fans had been asking for me to be singing more. And I was like, well, this is a way to, give it to them and see who the real fans are. And, they definitely showed up.
We did love seeing an authentic and vulnerable you, and especially when you were talking about the loss of your dad.
I had just gotten a dream role, but the night before my debut, I received the worst news I could have ever imagined. I lost my #1 supporter. Nothing could have prepared me for that.
Was that healing for you? Was it able to be?
I mean, it's healing. It's like kind of terrifying.
Yeah.
I'm such a private person, especially as I get older. The more that I'm kind of like, let's just keep a bit more to myself.
Sure.
But I think that like there's something really beautiful in being able to share that and like being vulnerable and open and doing it in a place that I felt safe, especially because you couldn't see me.
You talk about though that this has been an incredible year for you. You win the Masked Singer, you get married, you're about to have a baby, all of these good things. How excited are you to prepare for this new chapter in your life and everything that this is about to bring to you?
I'm just so stoked and feel so grateful on life. I feel like the more that you can acknowledge the magic that is around you, the more it continues to present itself. And that's kind of been the train that I've been on for a good few years now, and it never fails to disappoint.
Yeah. Are you ready for motherhood? Are you ready? Or can you ever be ready?
Is anyone ready?
Very good point. Good point. Very, very good point. Your former High School Musical co-star Ashley Tisdale, who's also expecting, said that she's really excited for you in this next chapter of your life. It seems like you do have this good support system, mommies and old friends and all of that. What does that mean to you?
It's amazing. I mean, it's really incredible whenever you reach a new point of your life, how women show up. And new women have been showing up in ways that I haven't expected. And it's just been really beautiful being able to lean on this community who are just innately such nurturers.
Mm-hmm. Well, like I said, this looks good on you, sis. It really does.
Captain Howard's being frank.
Let's go. You got Bad Boys coming out, so add that to the list of wins for this year as well. And we were just with Will last week, and he was talking about the fact that when you guys first started shooting, you weren't pregnant. When you came back from the strike, you were.
We had to start shooting around it. It was really, trying to figure out how to shoot around that. But it was I told her, I was like, hey, you'll always be able to tell your child that they were in this scene with you.
He told you, you're always gonna get to tell your baby that they were in this scene.
Yeah. I know. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's you and me.
Exactly. So how excited were you to shoot Bad Boys and reunite with those guys and be doing it in a new era of your life?
Yeah, I mean, it's always great working with Will and Martin. They just show up with the most incredible energy, and Bad Boys is just such a fun thing to be a part of, and especially because they're really embracing where they are in their lives as characters.
Yeah.
They're not the young, sprightly agents that we all got to know and love in the very beginning. They're at a very different point in their lives. And they lean into it, and it allows for a lot of comedy. And it's just a really good time. It's a fun, really fun ride.
Yeah. Are we gonna get a new album from you? I'm not sure when you can fit in the time, but will you work on new music? Are you working on new music?
I'm not at the moment, no, and I haven't for years. But who's to say, I want to say there's always time, but that's kind of the antithesis of what I try to live by.
Yeah.
If you want to do it now, just do it. I guess when my priorities shift and that becomes the priority, I will do it. But till then.
Well, we were all taking bets hoping that we might hear you on the Bad Boys soundtrack. Can she fit a song in? Can her and Will do a collaboration? Something like that happen?
No. I'll throw it to them for the next one if we do another one.
Okay, I got you on there. Congratulations on everything, and keep gold and Goldfish.
Thank you, I will.